Hello and welcome to the Demo Gaming YouTube channel. I'm Clippy and today we'll be teaching you guys how to play the newly updated Rengar in the jungle. So, we'll be talking about Rengar's first clear, how to gank, his build, masteries, runes, and late game. Okay, so let's talk about Rengar's first clear. You're going to want to start Hunter's Machete and 3 health potions, but since the new preseason jungle is a little easier to clear, if you want, you can also get Hunter's Machete, 1 health potion, and a control ward if you want the early game vision. I don't really like to do this just because if you get invaded, you're most likely going to die due to low health. So depending on the enemy jungler, you can start with whatever you want. Make sure to unlock your Q first. In the new jungle, you're going to want to start at red buff just because red and blue spawn before Krugs and Gromp now. When you get your full ferocity, make sure to put it in your billet and your Q ability every single time for a faster, shorter clear. Okay, so let's talk about Rengar's ganks. Now since the new rework, I must admit that setting up ganks is a lot harder than before, just because he loses his ferocity stacks upon leaving combat. So ganking before level 6 is a lot harder unless the enemy is overextending. But if you do gank and you do get your ferocity stacks, make sure to empower the right ability at the right moment. If the enemy is overextended and does not have flash, go ahead and empower your Q for maximum damage. If they have flash or high mobility, make sure to empower your E so they get rooted and you guys can catch up and then kill them. If the enemy has high CC, you can also use your empowered E to remove all CC and grant immunity for a few seconds. Your ult is a lot different. It grants movement speed and it also reveals the nearest enemy in a radius around him. But make sure you don't get too close. It also reveals yourself, so make sure you choose your targets carefully and when to do it. For Rengar's core items, I like to go Stalker's Blade with the Warrior Enchantment, Ravenous Hydra, and Infinity Edge. If you're going to go against high AP, you can either grab the new Edge of Night item, Maul of Malmortius, or Miracle Scimitar. If you need more tanky items, try Sterak's Gauge, Black Cleaver. My personal favorite build that I use to carry is Warrior Blade, Stalker's Blade Warrior, Ravenous Hydra, Infinity Edge, Black Cleaver, Static Shiv, and Ionian Boots. It gives you the right crit and high damage while giving you a little bit of health. For my masteries, I like to go 12 Ferocity and 18 Cunning. For my runes, I like to go 980 Reds, 9 Armor Yellows, 9 CD Blues, and 380 Quins. So, let's talk about late game. So your job as a Rengar is to kill the ADC as many times as you can. But since the rework, you can't just go through the enemy's team, go to the back line, and then just jump on them. Since once you get to a certain distance, they can now see you. So it's better to use your movement speed that you get from your ult to flank them and then jump on the back line. When it is low elo, they don't know how to position themselves so good, so you can just go ahead and jump in if your teammates are there. So, the rework in my opinion was a buff to Rengar mains and a nerf to new Rengar players, because he's now one of those champions that if you fall behind, you're useless, unless you do a shit ton of kill stealing. But his Bone Tooth Necklace assures that if you do get ahead, you will stay ahead as long as you play carefully. So my suggestion is if you're a new Rengar player, make sure to play more passive to level 6 and gank overextending laners. And go ahead and from playing get safe. Thank you guys for watching this guide. If you learned something from this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment for more content. Also, if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments, which we do reply to all of them and make changes according to the comments if we can. So, see ya!